Hello! Are you planning to visit Preikestolen Cliff and want to know more about this hike? Then this video is for you! Let's go! So, we are on the parking of Preikestolen and we start our hike to the top. Parking here is paid and you definitely won't be back in less than 2 hours. Very smart pricing! From parking lot P1, the trail goes with a rapid incline and you immediately make a serious climb of about 75 meters. And now you find yourself on a plateau. From here you can see the parking where you were just now, but it is already far below. And that is nice. It's easy to walk along the plateau. The main thing to remember to watch your step, not to slip in the stream or trip over a root. After all, the views from here are already very beautiful. The trail is well marked with the red T signs. After the plateau, the second serious climb up begins, which is called Urskar. Here you will have to jump between the stones and part ways with tourists you meet on the trail. These are disadvantages of the hike popularity. And after the climb you find yourself on the bog Krukebekmiro. There are excellent paths which are pleasant to walk along, and you can even rest a little since the path is straight and flat. And after the bog there is one more serious climb up.
We've been here 10 years ago, just before Sherps built these stone trails. Thank you very much to them, because they help really a lot.
On all the climbs on the trail to Preikestolen you used to have to jump on slippery and uneven stones. And some of the steps are still quite high. But remember that they lift you up more efficiently. Moreover, you can always sit down, rest and enjoy the view. And right after this ascent you will have good news. You have already covered half of the road. And it is also important that it was the last such steep ascent. Now, with small ascents and descents at an altitude of about 530 meters, you will have to walk along a section of the trail called Neverdalskaret. The next stage is the Tjodnane Lakes. Here is another flat section of the trail. Along the way you will come across maps and signs that show you how much is left to the goal. After the lakes and a small climb, you come out onto a trail next to a gorge. Flags fluttering in the wind, colorful padlocks, and bridges on the edge of the cliff make this part of the trail unforgettable. Stop and enjoy the view before the final climb. After which you will immediately see the magnificent Lysefjord. But the path will also become narrower and will go along an impressive cliff with very deep cracks.
Just a little more, only 50 meters left.
So we finally reached Preikestolen, but the weather is quite common for western coast of Norway. Clouds and haze.
In general, it is precisely because of such warm and wet weather this hike is accessible almost all year round. However, on sunny days, this trail is extremely overcrowded. But there are not many people today, and even no standard queue to take photos. So we can even go right to the edge and look down from the cliff. And also watch how others do it. By the way, Preikestolen is visited by about 300,000 tourists every year, which makes it one of the main attractions of Norway. This giant cliff, 604 meters high above the Lysefjord, was formed during the last ice age, about 10,000 years ago. This unusual shape was created by a glacier that reached the edge of the cliff, froze into the cracks and broke large blocks, which it then carried away. The top of Preikestolen is flat and its area is 25 by 25 meters. By the way, since the ice age, there is still a deep crack here. We already talked about it in our video about dangerous places in Norway, so if you are interested, watch it. But in general, the crack is being monitored and it is not growing significantly. Another interesting fact, since ancient times this cliff was called Hivlatono, or literally Plain's Tooth. But in 1900, when a tourist organization decided to popularize this place, it was renamed into something more interesting and fashionable at the time. This is how appeared the name we all know, Preikestolen or Pulpit Rock. And while we were walking, filming and enjoying the view, the clouds and haze turned into fog. It became damp, chilly, and the view disappeared. So we went back without seeing anything and getting wet in the thick cloud. Therefore, the proper clothes and shoes are very important on such hikes. And do you want to take a hike to a less popular place? For example, to the wreckage of the Junkers U-52 plane that lays in the Norwegian Highlands? In the video on our channel, we give all the coordinates and tell its story. In general, subscribe to our channel and let's travel together. And see you again!